Okay, so I know I'm a little early, but I kind of just wanted to jump in. Hi, I hope everybody is having a great Friday. And we're gonna do this, I think. Let me actually get everything set up. There we go. Beautiful. Let's go. We have to do chapter 9, and then is it really quiet? Do I need to turn it up more? Like, it looks like it's barely... Tell me if it sounds okay, if you can. It looks like it's very quiet, and I'm not 100% sure why. But we're gonna do chapter 9, and then we're gonna skip back to, chapter 6 or whatever, and do the wrong things, and then we're gonna do the right things, and then we're gonna be done with Fritz's route, and then we'll only have one route left in this game, and then it's gonna be over. And that's a little sad. Although I think there's, I don't know if it's DLC or another game or what, so, maybe we could look into it. I don't know. Oh yeah, Jurian freaking died? Or, I guess isn't dead, because apparently that's, this is happening. Hi, following, how are you? Tell me if the music is too quiet, and I could turn it up, but I have it pretty loud right now, and it still looks quiet to me, but whatever. Only thing that probably really matters is that we escaped my mom last time, and we made it back here. And now we have to figure out, how to take down my mom, which is probably gonna be super fun. Because of the severity of Jurian's wounds, Rumpel decided he would bring her to the nearest clinic so she could be better cared for. Anise decided to go with him, and surprisingly, Ophelia and her children all opted to go as well. Now the only ones left here at the tavern are me, Delora, Waltz, and Karma, the plot-relevant people. They may not say it, but I'm sure they're blaming me for what's happening to Angiel right now. I need to make things right. I close my eyes as a sudden bout of dizziness comes over me. Mother has always been the person that mattered most to me. I never questioned or disobeyed her because she was so important. Okay, I'll bring it up a smidge. Okay, well, of course the music stops right as I do that, so that's super not helpful. She was my light in days that were often so dark. But I have no choice. If Mother isn't stopped, who knows how many more lives will be lost. The only way to stop Mother is to kill her, isn't it? Rip. I'm sorry, but this really is the only way. Yeah, I know. But I do not think I could kill her myself. Delora has a knowing look in her eyes as she turns to address Waltz. We'll leave as soon as Parfait comes back from her meeting with the fairies. If you can fully use your magic, then we may actually stand a chance. Yeah, because we know that Waltz is a witch. Didn't we, learn... I think we learned in the last route that he and Mithros were both my mom's students. And, he left, and then presumably he got cursed. Unclear if it was by my mom or by Mithros or whatever. But to probably look like a kid, because he's definitely not actually a kid. Otherwise we wouldn't be able to date him. That would be creepy. Magic? What are you talking about? Walt is just a street magician. What help could he be? God, what a loser. Don't underestimate our magician. Waltz is a witch and a lot stronger than he looks. Waltz is a witch? You know I have the Neverland curse. I was gonna say, he's the one that's been, super open about his, all the time. Yeah. I do not know that fairy tale, but what does that have to do with anything? Your mother was the witch that cursed me. Oh, shit. What? But Waltz, if you're also a witch, how can you be cursed? Your mother is the Tenebrarum bearer, which means she has the power to punish all witches if she chooses. As to why he was cursed, Waltz's expression darkens. Hildur needed to be stopped. I knew I couldn't defeat her alone, so I enlisted the help of the fairies. I betrayed her, and she punished me before she died. Waltz almost single-handedly brought about the end to the Great War. He's the reason we've been enjoying this peace for as long as we have. I never knew. Of course, you can only imagine how displeased Hildur was with Waltz. Hildur stole my shadow and sealed it away in Neverland. Okay, so breaking his curse might be a little bit harder than everyone else's, huh? Your shadow? We really need to work on your fairy tale knowledge one of these days, Princess. God, you're stupid. Peter Pan is a boy that lives in Neverland, which is a place where children never grow up. Waltz's curse means he has been frozen in a child's body since Hilda cursed him all those years ago. That's right, this happened a while ago. So we're probably, like, around the same age, I think. He can't grow up and he can't use any magic. Well, I can still do some spells, but only simple, harmless ones. For Waltz to get his magic back, he needs to find Tinkerbell, which is the key to Neverland. We need to unlock his shadow. So would we want to break his curse? I mean, I feel like, yes, we're trying to take down my mom right now, so we could probably use anybody we can get, right? But all this time, you've never found Tinkerbell or Neverland. I've looked everywhere I can think of. I'm sure she cast a spell on it to make it more difficult to locate. Even in the palace? Dolores snorts, and I suddenly feel embarrassed. Oh, of course not. Why would Waltz look in the palace first? I mean, especially considering Hilder's the queen and has numerous secret chambers for things she wants to keep hidden. He broke the spell last time. Yeah, I was gonna say, he did get his magic back. And was that Karma's root? I think it was Karma's root. Looking through the entirety of the palace for a small box might be difficult. Neverland is a box that was left to me by my parents. It's made of gold with carvings that resemble a pair of wings. Wait, yeah, isn't that the box that we saw? What? Waltz jumps at my sudden reaction. Princess? That box. I had forgotten about it, but I can vaguely remember an old box in my room that matches that description. Oh yeah, Rumple's root, thank you. I forgot that Rumple was after Karma. I knew it was the root that we, like, just did, but I couldn't remember which one it was. Mother left me a trinket box and a key that matches that description. She told me to never touch the box or to let anyone see it. I've had it for years. All this time, Tinkerbell and Neverland were with you. I never knew what was inside. I was too afraid to disobey Mother's orders. The thought of her giving you that box never even crossed my mind, but now, thinking back on it, it makes total sense. I want to ask him what he means, but we are running out of time. I'll have to ask him about it at a later time. He's loved me forever, I'm sure. I can get Neverland and Tinkerbell to you. I can return your magic. With Waltz back to his true form, we may have a fighting chance at this. Do we think... Did we see him hot before? Like, you know, by hot, I mean of an adult age before, because I definitely don't remember, but I feel like it was hot. But that's not really saying much. Everyone's hot. So, what do we do first? We. There is no we in this, Diana. Only us. But I just said I could help. It's too dangerous, Princess. But I'm the only one who knows where to find the box. Then you'll tell us where it is and we'll retrieve it. It's as simple as that. I scowl at her with my arms crossed. I refuse to stay here and be useless while everyone else puts themselves at risk saving Angiel. Angiel is this way because I brought back Mother. I must take responsibility. And I will not let anyone else die at Mother's hands. Diana, Mother is less likely to harm me. I have a better chance of getting Neverland and Tinkerbell without causing a disturbance. I don't know if I believe that at this point. Pretty sure she thinks you betrayed her and won't hesitate to kill you on sight, but like, whatever. How can you say that after what's already happened? You're not safe either, Diana. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, this seems bad. No sooner has she said the words than a terrible blast echoes through the margin. Oh no, it's Varg, guys. Hi, Segway, how are you? You came just as Varg showed up. Is it a coincidence? I don't know. I cough as smoke envelops the tavern. A silhouette emerges from in front of us, and I can feel my blood turn cold when I realize who it is. Oh, hey, boy. How's it going? Varg. Just when I thought I was safe, Varg reappears. Oops. I always forget how powerful this thing can get. Where previously there had been a wall made of stone, sturdy and strong, there's now a sizable hole. Bro, there is a door. Oops, sorry, I think you might have followed me here. Oh, come on, Segway, you gave us away. We were hiding so well. Remnants of brick and stone collapse inward in the aftermath. The dust rises to settle around Varg's feet, where he stands casually twirling his cane. Hope I'm not disturbing anything, but all the doors were locked. Karma? Delora and I turned to glance at the wall behind us where Waltz is looking. Karma's standing there injured. Look, Mom left us unsupervised in a secret tunnel. What did she expect us to do? Not leave? I know, right? And yeah, you're right. We really do have to stop running into each other like this, darling. His forehead has a large gash and one of his arms is limp and useless. He still manages to tightly grip the hilt of his sword with his other hand. Where did Karma come from? I would have appreciated you destroying less property when you knocked on a tavern door. And I would have appreciated it if you'd gotten out of my way when I asked politely, so I wouldn't have had to resort to explosions. Seems both of us are disappointed. God, he's just so sassy. Like, I love the sass, man. What do you want, Varg? Don't we all already know the answer to that question? Come on. Varg turns to look at me expectantly. I thought the stolen goods would be brought here. What did you just call me? Karma lets out a harsh laugh. Has no one told you that women do not like being imprisoned against their will? No, we do not. Men don't like that either. This is not a gender thing. Has no one told you people that it's not good to steal? I am not an item to be stolen or imprisoned. Or a prize to be won, for that matter. I ball my hands into fists. I cannot let Varg hurt anyone here. I have no idea if this will work, but if Fritz is truly fighting, then he must be able to hear my voice. Fritz? Varg growls, his eyes bright and angry as he glares at me. You need to give up on him, Princess. Never. Fritz, I know you're still there. No matter what you say, nothing will change. Fritz is gone. Adiuva. He won't. Varg chokes on his words and doubles over. You are being very annoying. Did it work? Was he talking to me or Fritz? Who knows? Out of the corner of my eye, I notice Karma preparing to attack while Varg is momentarily weakened. But something doesn't feel right. Karma, stop! What? Get the princess away from here! What's happening? That voice. Fritz? Despite the fact that it's Varg standing before me, it is most certainly Fritz looking at me through those eyes. Please, I don't know how long I can hold him here. You all need to get out of here while you still can. You need to keep the princess safe, keep her away from the palace. Well, that's not what I want to go to the palace. Waltz, get her out of here, now. No! I dodge Waltz's reaching hands as I attempt to run towards Fritz. With no sense of self-preservation on this girl. No sense. Keep her safe, please. Now. No, don't hurt him! Karma runs forward, his sword raised just as Waltz grabs my hand and pulls me out of the way. No! Time slows as I watch Varg slowly come back to coherence. His lips curl into a snarl as he begins to bring his cane down to the floor. Delora throws her hand out, the collected light racing towards Varg. Varg stumbles back, his cane never hitting the floor. I can't read all these words. This is a problem. We're only in chapter 9. I got a lot of reading to go. Let's go. Varg growls as he glares up at Delora. Witches are so inconvenient. Unfortunately, Delora's not the only inconvenience in this room. Hell yeah, Karma. Drag yourself. Or maybe Varg. Possibly both. Varg raises his cane to block Karma's next swing. Waltz grips my hand and tugs. We have to go, Princess. I glance back at Karma and Delora. There must be something I can do. Oh, shit. I mean, I was just complaining about the lack of self-preservation on this bitch, but... I mean, I feel like I'm supposed to do something. I'm supposed to help, right? Because... run like a coward or stay and fight. I know, but Varg could, like, totally fuck my shit. You know? Nah, I feel like I have to. My eyes drift towards Varg's cane. That cane is the source of his magic. If I can get it away from him, then Delora and Karma will stand a chance. With renewed determination, I run towards Varg. Let's go! I didn't say I was smart. Princess! I barrel past Karma and hit Varg square in the gut with my shoulder, forcing him backwards into the ground. I manage to twist the cane away from him and clutch it as Varg rises and begins to advance towards me. No time for games. Give it back. No. It's mine now. You really are nothing without your cane, aren't you? For a moment, there's only silence as Varg freezes. I cannot read the expression on his face. What is he thinking? Varg breaks the silence when he bursts out laughing. It's a sound that heralds certain chaos. The cane is not my only weapon. I watch as Varg slips a dagger out from his sleeve. Oh, is he gonna stab me? And what are you gonna do with that little thing? Poke me? Who said anything about you? Oh, he's gonna stab my... Oh, no, we don't do that here. With a smirk, Varg brings the dagger to his neck. This dagger is more than enough to do some damage to the princess's favorite knight. No, that's not fair. Why you gotta play that way, boy? Also, look at his ear piercings. Those are so cool. Now that is definitely cheating. This is ridiculous. You share a body, you'll end up hurting yourself as well. Varg shrugs, and I cannot tell if he's really unconcerned or pretending to be. I'll do whatever it takes. Varg smiles at me. In this light, his teeth appear to be gleaming and sharp, like he has fangs. Now give me back my cane and do precisely as I tell you, or the boy dies. I stand still. I cannot look away from Varg's gaze, which is bright with triumph. Also, it's been a long time. Did I do the right thing? I feel like I did because I got a CG, right? But if Fritz dies, you die as well. Are you not afraid of death? I was never really alive to begin with. I'm just a bit of Fritz's mind given independence. This body isn't mine, so I can destroy it and not feel a thing. It'll be Fritz that suffers. Princess, don't listen to him. You know it's a trap. I know Walt is telling the truth. I can see it in the look on Varg's face. I grip the cane tighter to me. Varg is lying to me. He'll definitely suffer, but he is also serious about hurting Fritz. And oh, there it is. That was a long one. That one scared me a little bit. And I cannot let that happen. Now do as you're told, little princess. Don't be stupid, Diana. You'll leave everyone here alone. Varg nods, amusement flickering in his eyes. As my princess commands. Princess, don't. Well, okay, look, guys. If he takes me back to the palace, then I can go get Waltz's box. I'm so sorry. But just as I start to move towards Varg, a bright light shines out from behind me. Oh, is it Parfait? The shield of light pushes forward and past me, shoving Varg back and out through the hole he'd made in the wall. I turn, barely able to believe what I see. Oh, Queen, what's up? Parfait! She comes to stand in front of me. Listen closely, we don't have much time. Parfait's eyes flicker to Varg, who's shifting ever so slightly in the rubble. Even I can tell that he's only temporarily out of commission. Tomorrow, midnight, meet us at the palace gates. Bring Neverland and Tinkerbell with you. But you... Do you understand? I falter as I imagine what Parfait could possibly be planning, but I have no time and I can read nothing in her gaze. There's nothing else for me to do but nod in understanding. Yes, I understand. Parfait smiles at me as she caresses my cheek with a gentle hand. I have faith in you, princess. We all do. You'll be fine. Parfait. Parfait grabs me by the shoulder and forcefully pushes me towards Varg. Parfait. Thank you. I mean, what? Nothing. Hey. He catches me, his hands firmly gripping my shoulders, as I'm careened into him. Keep her safe, Fritz. Varg flinches. He's inhaling and getting ready to speak when the air around us suddenly thins and we're swallowed by light. Oh, did she just teleport us? Oh, well, that was cool of her, I guess. When I'm able to breathe again, I open my eyes and see that I'm back at the palace. Did Parfait transport us? I become aware that Varg slaps his hands on my shoulders and I wrench free from his grip. Don't touch me. Strange that your friends would actually send you back here with me. Yeah, you don't think that's, like, weird at all? I don't know. Seems like they need you to retrieve something from the palace. Varg reached out and snatched his cane away from my hands. I'm not letting you leave the palace again, princess. The palace is eerily silent. It's as if none of the chaos that just transpired ever happened. Like it was all a dream. I ignore Varg and walk back through the gates as I suffocate the seething turmoil inside me. Just try and stop me, bitch. I slam my bedroom door behind me and lock it. It's only been a few hours since I was here. Since Jurian and Garland... I close my eyes and will the memories away. Is my mom's just gonna roll up and be like, oh, you're back. I'm gonna kill you now. Hey Aiden, how are you? Now is not the time. I must keep my promise to Parfait. I begin to search through my drawers. Of course it's not gonna be here. I could have sworn this was the last place I saw Neverland and Tinkerbell. There it is. Oh, it is here. Well, there's the key. Tinkerbell, an elaborate golden key, is exactly where I remember leaving it. I hope your day was okay. place it carefully underneath my lamp so as to keep it hidden from sight. Where is Neverland? I nearly turned my room upside down looking for it, but I never find the golden box. Should be here. Why isn't it here? My body's heavy after all that happened today, and soon I find myself collapsed, that's a typo, on my bed. It'll be fine. I have until midnight tomorrow to find it. I'll continue looking in the morning. And then I passed out for a long time. Oh, my sleep is broken and disjointed, so when dawn comes filtering through my windows, I'm already half awake. I pull myself out of bed and rub at my eyes. I need to find Neverland. Oh, that's good. I'm happy it went well. I retrieved Tinkerbell from where I'd hidden it and slipped the key into my pocket. And then we died. The end. I know, we just passed out. Then, with renewed determination, I continue my search. Why isn't it here? It had been right next to Tinkerbell. I feel I would remember had I moved it. But I did drop Neverland months ago, didn't I? I've been meaning to get it fixed, but I always forgot. But it's not here. That means someone must have taken it. But who? Who could it possibly be? Would Mother or Mithras have taken it? Where should I look? Well, I don't know. I mean, my gut says throne room. Like, that I feel like if my mom took it, which I'm sure she did, or even if Mithras took it, I feel like throne room is the logical answer. Thankfully, when I get to the throne room, it is empty. But where do I even begin to look? Ah, look, right there! Out of the corner of my eye, I noticed something sparkle from the throne, which is obviously not a trap at all. Just throwing that out there. I rush towards the throne and I'm unable to believe my dumb luck, in quotation marks, because, bitch, this is obviously a trap. What is wrong with you? Remember when we were talking about your little to no sense of self-preservation? Oh, look, there it is. I wonder how it got there. The box is definitely there, sitting right in front of me. I found it. But why is it just sitting here? Something feels off. Oh, hi, Mom. How's it going? God, I forgot how hot she is. If it isn't my disobedient daughter. Oh, shit. I reach out and snatch Neverland to hold it to my chest. I have to keep Neverland and Tinkerbell safe. But my stomach says dining room. Oh, good joke. I like that. No matter what. I'm glad to see one of my servants is capable. Still, I wonder why Varg did not report his success in retrieving you. Varg didn't tell her? I shall have a word with that cur. Mother walks towards me. I back the fuck up. I was not amused when you left the palace, Anna, but I thought that sooner or later, fate would send you here to retrieve something. You were a very good girl for keeping that box safe as I told you to. But I see it was a mistake to leave it here while I was attending to Mithras' report. Seriously? You just left it here? Bro. I clutch Neverland tighter. Wow, Mom, that was kind of stupid of you. This does not belong to you. Mom. Mother's voice is ice cold when she speaks. Oh? You hurt me so much last night. I hope you're not planning on leaving me again. Okay, well... I know you're hurting too, dearest one. I know you want to stay here with me. Mother sighs, and suddenly I could see the mother from my memories, the one that had held me close and sung me to sleep at night. If fate hadn't interfered, you would be so much happier. Fate? Then why did you leave us by ourselves? I don't know. Once upon a time, she was a dear friend. We were like sisters, until she betrayed me. She is no doubt going by a different name to hide her true nature from you. But you now know. You know that she's pulling you from your birthright. You were happier when you could not remember, weren't you? What? Oh, my darling. Oh, hi, Mom. Whoa, hi. Personal space. Mother reaches for me and I cannot move as she sets a hand on my cheek. I've only ever wanted to protect you, Diana. I have only ever wanted the best for you. Mother gently runs a hand through my hair. I sacrificed so much so that my daughter could be a crowned princess. I did not want to erase your memories, but I knew how much it would hurt you if you knew my true nature. And I knew how sad you would be if you knew just how much your father did not love us, either of us. And all because of his ridiculous love for that wretched harlot and her whelps, the very same commoner he married after I was gone, the woman he sought to marry from the start. Ophelia? The king has loved Ophelia for so long? Kind of amazing she has that tan even after all this time, I know, right? Isn't that unbelievable that he was still so loyal to her even after he had me? I should have made good on my threat and just killed her, regardless of whether Gennaro did as I demanded. Oh, but he has always hated witches. That's why he's so cruel to you. Why he was so cruel to both of us. Dearest one, we only have each other. So it was, and so it will be. I am the only one that will never hurt you. The only one you ever need to love and obey. Your longing for anyone else, your memories of anyone else, they're all unnecessary. Now be a good girl and listen to Mother. Oh, great. These are both great options. Run or refuse. Should we run? Mom, please. We gotta talk about this. I want a boyfriend. Can I have a boyfriend? I feel like she'd say no to a boyfriend. Do you think we should stand up to her? I don't know. Also, I love her outfit so much. It's great. It's really good. Also, she kind of has big tits. Like, I'm pointing out the obvious. I kind of feel like we should just, like, stand up to her. I feel like running's not gonna get us anywhere. She's just gonna come after us and be like, why are you running? I feel like we should stand up for ourselves. I flinch away from Mother's reaching hand. Mother hurt the king. She hurt so many people. She killed Garland. So uncool. No. What did you say to me? I cannot let her hurt anyone else. No. Mother's eyes glitter as light begins to collect in her palms. Yeah, what was the part about her not killing me? Oh shit. I can only bear your disobedience for so long, Diana. Seems you require disciplining. Mother raises her hands, the light reflecting the cruelty in her gaze that I'm now too familiar with. Knowing I couldn't outrun her, exactly, I turn my back and hold Neverland to my chest. I must protect Neverland. The air crackles and I brace myself for whatever Mother might unleash. I feel a hand on my back and then I'm pushed away. I fall down on the ground hard. Ow! What was that? Oh shit, Delora! What's up? You. Did you miss me? Delora! How did you get in here? I had some help. Princess, oh my god, Fritz, what is up? Oh, he's in his normal outfit and everything. Look at this shit. Now we have 2 attractive women and Fritz. Fritz runs toward me and holds out his hand to help me up. Fritz, I thought I'd lost you. When your ex shows up to crash the party. I know, right? It's only for a second, but he pulls me close to him in a hug. Hugs. I would never leave you. Fritz's arms tighten around me briefly before he releases me. We both turn to face Mother. You were going to hurt her, your own daughter. This is no concern of yours, and even if it was, what could you hope to achieve? You're so much weaker than the wolf, so much weaker than Varg. Fritz's body stiffens. Even now, you only cling to a shred of control. Tell me, Sir Fitzgerald, how much longer until you are completely erased? Oh shit. Hey, don't talk to my boyfriend like that! He was strong enough to resist Varg, so much so he was able to get me in here past your guards and your barriers. I think that makes Fritz plenty strong. I do not recall giving the traitor permission to speak. Do not think I've forgotten how you betrayed me, Delora. I haven't forgotten anything either, Hildur. Lorea? I'm gonna go with Lorea. Lorea was only a child. Her fate was entirely your doing. Man, they're just introducing new characters right and left. Who are you? Hi, who are you talking about over here? I don't know what's going on. Lorea was my daughter. Oh, shit. What? I've never heard Delora speak of a child. I'd always opposed Hildur's actions. I disagreed with her creation of the fairy tale curse from the beginning. When I voiced my opinions out loud, she targeted my daughter. She killed her in front of me. Oh shit, Mom, that's messed up. Suddenly everything in the room is still. The two women glare at each other, but neither one of them moves. You were not there when our kind was being hunted and slaughtered like animals in their own homes. I am the Tenebrarum Bearer. I felt each of their deaths like they were my own. Retribution was necessary, but you being so holy and so good. It took little Lorea's death for you to understand the anguish of our brethren, to comprehend my anguish. I would not have killed her if you were not so blind. She was only 10. And she suffered for your weakness. Delora holds out her arm and sweeps it across the room, lightning traveling up her arm. Oh shit, they're gonna fight. Fritz tugs me around one of the columns and then presses my back into the coolness of the pillar. He holds himself against me, acting as a shield. Don't move. The ground shakes as Delora releases her spell. You think you can defeat me when you haven't even been training? How foolish. Please, I have no intention of defeating you. Fritz? Cover your ears, princess. Too confused to question him, I obey. I hear the sound of lightning cackling? I think it's supposed to be crackling, in the air, followed by an explosion. The column comes crashing down into the other side of the room. Time to go. Fritz's hand tightens around mine. We run out of the throne room with Delora's mother's screech sounds through the room behind us. Oh, did we drop a pillar on her ass? Probably. Are you okay? Yes, I'm alright. I'm just so glad you're here. See, what did I tell you? What are you talking about? Your knight here was scared you wouldn't want to see him anymore after what happened yesterday. Fritz's fingers tighten over my own. If only I was strong enough to fight Varg, I could have... It wasn't your fault, Fritz. But what matters is that you're here now. Fritz looks at me and smiles. How did you know where I would be? Intuition. And magic. Well, yes, and magic. Do you have Tinkerbell? I hold Neverland in one hand as I reach with my other to search for the key in my pocket. Thankfully, my fingers still brush against the cool metal. Can you imagine if I dropped it somewhere? It's in my pocket. Good, very good. Whatever happens, you must get Neverland and Tinkerbell to the Marchant, okay? I nod my head. That's a good girl. Alright, I have my mission. Parfait said to be here at midnight. What time is it? We're too early. Sometimes Parfait's early too. Looks like tonight is not one of those nights, though. Looks like my coming early was both a blessing and a setback. She's using the name Parfait. How sweet. Oh, here comes my mom! Guys, did you really think dropping a column on her was gonna be enough? Fritz steps in front of me as mother reappears in front of us. Oh, hi babe. Stay behind me. Fritz, I would never forgive myself if you got hurt. Please, stay behind me. Fritz smiles gently at me and my chest aches at the sight. Everything will be alright, I promise. I promise I'll protect you. I know you will. Fritz, Diana must make it out at all costs. I don't like the sound of that. Hi, over here. And you must understand why I cannot let you take my daughter from me. Oh, you took mine. Delora's hands begin to glow. Perhaps this time Diana shall watch as you die, Delora. No! Well, you can try and kill me, but your chances are slim. I have a very good knight with me, and I think he likes me more than he likes you. That can be remedied. Mother flicks her wrist. Delora holds out her own hand as if to prepare for the impact of a spell, but the magic never comes. Mother's not aiming for Delora, you stupid idiots. With a gasp, Fritz drops his sword and falls to his knees. Fritz? Come along, Varg. I won't let you. That's when I realized that Mother's calling for Varg. Like her saying, come along, Varg, is not enough. Her hands twist in the air, manipulating Fritz's body to copy its movements. His body writhes and turns as he struggles to remain himself. Now. No, Fritz! Princess, I'm sorry, but I can't. Fritz looks at me one last time before the familiar darkness envelops his body. Oh shit, no! Fritz? Now, Varg, be a good dog and get Diana back to her room. When Varg appears, he's standing absolutely still. his eyes surveying everything calmly. There's an intensity to them, but it's sharp and contained. I flinched back from Varg's bright eyes. No. Varg? You were going to hurt her. Pardon? I don't intend to obey someone who would hurt the princess. Oh shit, Varg's developing a conscience. Mother hisses in annoyance. I do not know how you inspire such loyalty, Diana, but it's very inconvenient. Mother flicks her wrist and a responding light flares out from behind her. Oh shit, Mithros, what's good? Everyone's coming to the party. My queen? Oh great, reinforcements. I order you to restrain your pet, Mithros. At once, my queen. Mithros extends his hand towards Varg, and the minute he does, Varg's body stiffens and he grits his teeth. I always make sure to have control over any of my creations. This is not going as planned. You had a plan? No, savage. For some reason, hot guys are loyal to us. I know, right? Now, my darling. My hands shake and Neverland nearly tumbles from my hands as I struggle not to collapse. Since you have become so tainted by the thoughts these people have put into your head, I shall have to start all over again. But don't be afraid. Cleansing your memories will not hurt. I know, we are a high charisma build. And when you wake, you'll be my daughter again, my dearest one. Mother reaches out her hand towards me. Every fiber of my being screams at me to move, but my feet are heavy and I'm shaking so hard I cannot stand straight. I do not want to forget anything or anyone anymore. Oh, midnight. Behind me, the clock tower begins to chime. Not on my watch. Oh, sorry, I should have let that play out. There probably were going to be 12. I assumed it would just keep going. Delora quickly runs in front of me and casts a protective shield. Delora, you can't. I will not let her erase any of your memories, Diana. I brace myself for impact and I feel the ground shudder as Mother's spell comes into contact with Delora's shield. A loud crack emanates from Delora's shield as it begins to crack. An offensive spell? You're gonna kill your own daughter. Delora's words fade when we see another spell coming towards us. I hear a low laugh rise from Mother's throat. Goodbye, Delora. Diana, run! Oh shit, Delora, no, don't. I cough as clouds of smoke slowly fade away after the impact. My whole body feels hollow as ice as I gaze at the sight. No, not sexy Hilda! As I gaze at the sight before me, Delora's body lies on the floor in front of me, unmoving. I collapse to the ground, my vision blurry as I stare numbly at Delora's limp figure. No, this cannot be! I reach out to touch her and sharply inhale when I feel how cold and clammy her skin is. No, Delora! I always conjure another shield after being hit by a powerful spell. Have you forgot your lessons, traitor? Now she can finally reunite with her daughter. Neverland tumbles from my grasp as I grab Delora's arm to shake her. No, Delora, please! She's still breathing. She can be saved. She cannot die like this. A bright light appears before me, and suddenly Parfait standing right in front of me. Hilda, what have you done? Fate, it's been a while. Parfait addresses me. Oh, it's like Parfait, but Fae. She's Fae, not Fate. I'm an idiot. Fae makes more sense. She's a fucking fairy. Parfait addresses me without looking back. Princess, do you have Neverland? Yeah. I reach blindly for Neverland with one hand as I keep the other on Delora's arm. A warm hand settles on my shoulders. The touch is comforting and familiar. Have faith, Princess. Well, that's par for the following. That was not good. I will not allow you to leave, fairy. Alright, Mithros, I forgot you're here. Mithros casts his magic, but Parfait easily deflects it. She moves to cast a spell in retaliation, but doubles over as soon as the spell flares out around her. Oh. You're fading, Fae. The Lucius itself is fading with you. My eyes lock with Varg's, and for a moment I can see Fritz through him. I see his lips move, but whatever words he speaks to me are mute. He shakes his head. Light begins to engulf me, and I see nothing apart from Delora's pale face on my lap. Oh. I do not move even when the march and walls come into existence around me. The place is devoid of its usual warmth. Delora? She's not responding. I fight down the rising grief and try to remain calm as I turn to Parfait. Please save her. I don't know if that's a thing. Save her! Parfait glances down at Delora, eyes glassy. It's as if she's holding emotions behind a frigid mask. I feel that her mask is a reflection of my own. Any moment now it'll fall away and I'll be able to see her tears. Princess, the spell that Hildur used was a powerful one. There's nothing I can do. The air on the margin seems to leave all at once. No, that's not true. You have to. Diana. Delora? She does not move and her eyes are still closed as she speaks. Diana, I'm sorry, but I can't stay. No, don't say that! I've been lucky. Hildur took my Lorea, but I got you in return. Oh, don't do this to me! I like to think my daughter would have grown up to be someone like you. Delora! I believe in you, Diana. I have always believed in you. You cannot leave, Delora. I won't let you leave. Though Delora's body does not move, I can feel the energy of her body slip through my fingers like sand. Her body slowly begins to fade away until only specks of glittering gold dust remain. A terrible, prickling cold seeps into my heart and chest. The frigidness envelops my whole body. I cannot breathe. It's only when a teary-eyed Parfait pulls me into a hug that I realize my throat is raw and that I've been screaming in grief. Oh shit, wait, this is in chapter 10, right? This is chapter 9. How many choices have I made? I've made 3? What's happening here? This is upsetting. I do not remember being tucked into bed. In the silence of the dark night, I can feel the absence of Delora like a hole in my chest. Sleepless hours tick by in a haze until the morning sun creeps through the window. Diana, you didn't get any sleep, did you? I shake my head. I wish I could give you time to grieve. She died protecting me. I covered my face with my hands and hot tears I thought had dried began pouring from my eyes again. Both of them, Garland and Delora, died because of me. This is my fault. If only I was strong enough, I could have... No, Princess, if it's anyone's fault, it's mine. Both Delora and Parfait keep owning up to this blame, but do either of them deserve any of it? Your mother and I were like sisters once. I couldn't bring myself to hurt her. Because of that, I didn't act in time to save her from the Tenebrarum's corruption. If you're seeking to blame anyone, blame me. I'm responsible for all of this needless pain, all because I could not stop Hildur. I was too afraid, and now I'm too weak. But what could you have done? Mother is... I don't think anything can stop Mother. The Lucis and the Tenebrarum are inextricably linked to each other and to their bearers. Crystallum cannot exist without each other. If one is destroyed, so is the other. Oh, shit. What are you saying? We can stop Hildur if we destroy the Lucis. That would destroy the Tenebrarum as well. Parfait, that's insane. This world has suffered from magic for 3 centuries. Maybe it is more bad than good. Perhaps the only solution is to remove the source of it forever. But Mother only survived because she was Tenebrarum Bear. She lives so long as the Tenebrarum exists. If the Tenebrarum is destroyed, Hildur should die. But you're suggesting we destroy the Tenebrarum through destroying the Lucis. Parfait smiles at me, but I find no comfort in it. I'll only say it's my time. You cannot be serious. There has to be another way. There's already been so much suffering. Delora and Garland did not die so that you would have to give up your life as well. I'm not saying we make a decision now. After what happened with Varg, I've strengthened the Marchand's defenses and added the glamour. For now, we're safe here. Breakfast will be ready soon. Join us when you're able. The others will need to know what happened last night. There must be another way to stop Mother. There has to be. By the time I make it to the dining area, the food is cold. I'm not surprised by the state of the food, but seeing Walt in a grown-up body is definitely shocking. Oh, hell yeah! I forgot. He is pretty hot. Oh, Princess. Walt quickly makes his way over to me and kneels down. He looks almost like a knight, though he's lacking the armor. Thank you for breaking my curse. At least I was able to do something good, but still. Hey! Something good came out of this. Princess? I do not notice the tears rolling down my cheeks until he calls my title softly. Oh shit, get out of here! Oh, what's this? Waltz the Big has made Princess cry? Do the other endings also have this much death and misery? I mean, this is only chapter 9! Like, this isn't even the bad ending yet! This is just plot! Rod's didn't, but his got weird from what I remember, right? No, it isn't, Waltz. Delora believed I could accomplish 3 good deeds, and yet You like hot chocolate, right, darling? Can you put some, I don't know, Bailey's in it? I need a drink. I'll get the mugs. Gently, Waltz leads me to a bench and sits next to me. No one died that time, and karmas. Yeah, people have been dying lately. There's just a worse and a pretty bad ending. Parfait hasn't told them what happened to Delora yet. All of them are smiling at me, trying to cheer me up, but how can I possibly smile now? I need to tell you all something. Hot chocolate first, talking later. You look pale, like you didn't sleep at all last night, and have you even eaten recently? Now that I think about it, no, I totally haven't. Rod, who I hadn't even realized was back at the march, stiffly stands up from his chair and walks away. He was here this whole time, just listening quietly in the corner. Did I say something wrong? Walt smiles at me as he pats my shoulder. We've sent Anise off to look after Jurian, so it's just us at the march-in. Rod's been taking care of meals, so he's probably going to get you something to eat. But why? Rod has never liked me. You saved his family from Varg, Princess. I doubt he minds cracking a few eggs for you. Rod comes back into the room and places utensils and a plate in front of me. It's filled with toast and scrambled eggs. I know it's not much, but you need to eat. I have no appetite, but he is right. I pick up my fork and stab a few eggs to try. This is pretty good. Thank you. No problem. Suddenly I'm incredibly aware of how famished I am, and I shovel the rest of the food into my mouth eagerly. I'm eating the last remnants of my toast when Rumpel comes back into the room holding far too many mugs for one person to manage. And now I present to you hot chocolate a la Rumpel. Does it have Bailey's? Waltz jumps up to save the several mugs from Rumpel's precarious hold. Oh, hot chocolate, how lovely. I knew this would happen, so I made plenty. Waltz and Rumpel place the mugs on the table. Rumpel counts all of them. 5, 6... Wait. Where is Lady Delora? The fork I'm holding clatters to the plate. It's the only sound in the suddenly quiet room. Oh shit. Now things are awkward. Delora passed away last night. What? The atmosphere shifts. Everyone's openly frowning, their eyes filled with regret. So the night ended up being a turncoat after all. Fritz had nothing to do with it. Fritz helped Delora get to me just when Mother was going to take Neverland. And we would have all made it out alive if Mother hadn't used her magic to summon Varg. It wasn't segue, but I'm sure it can be. Mother was going to erase all my memories again, and I didn't know what to do, so I just stood there. It was like what happened with Garland. And now Delora's dead, because of me. I cover my face with my hands as too familiar grief bubbles up inside of me. Delora made a choice to protect you, Diana, just like Garland made his choice to protect Jurian. The only thing we can do now is make sure their sacrifices weren't in vain. Note to self, never stand again. I know, always sit. Here. Waltz gently pushes a mug toward me. If there's one thing Delora taught us, it's that hot chocolate makes almost everything better. No, I'm just saying I need alcohol. This is very much the grief route, I know. I stare at the mug and remember the last time I had hot chocolate with Delora. I would never have thought the drink I shared with her so many days ago would be the last. I bite my lip to keep myself from crying. So, what do we do now? The plan hasn't changed. We still need to stop Hildur and save the king. But how is the question. Waltz's voice is quiet. Lady Parfait? Does he know what Parfait plans to do? You know as well as I do there's only one way now, Waltz. Parfait quickly explains what she told me about destroying the Lucis to destroy the Tenebrarum. But if we do so by destroying the Lucis, you'll die. I refuse to let that happen, Lady Parfait. This hot chocolate isn't the only thing that's hot. Mac, we're grieving! But you right, though. Delora sacrificed her life to have Princess Diana bring back Neverland, and now you're telling us that was useless and there's no other way? If any of you have an alternative, please tell us. I don't want to lose any more of you over my mistake. I'm sorry. No, don't be. It's a good time. We gotta lighten the mood. We gotta make this not so sad, right? But we can't lose you either. I have a suggestion. Oh, do I? What's my suggestion? Let me get this straight. Lady Parfait is going to act as bait to lure Hildur out of the palace and to the gates. And the rest of us will distract her long enough so that you can get to your father. Once the king is safely at the march, Mother cannot use him as a bargaining chip anymore. After that, we'll have nothing left to lose. We'll be able to go all out against Mother. The efforts we spared in bringing back Neverland will not go to waste. Walt will use his magic to give us the upper hand. Though, to be honest, I would still like to try and reason with her one last time. You're an idiot, but that's fine. Princess Hilda cannot be... I cannot accept that your death is the only thing that will achieve our goal in stopping Mother. You told me before that Mother was a kind person. If I could somehow reach out to who she used to be, then perhaps it's possible that we could end this without any additional bloodshed. Everyone turns silent, their faces grim. I know this is not the best and most concrete plan, but please let me try it. I want to hope that the person my mother used to be is still there. This is my fight as well. I need to do something. The least I can do is save my father and stop Mother without Parfait needing to sacrifice herself. It'll be dangerous, but I beseech all of you, please help me. I want to believe that my old friend is still in there as well. Okay, let's do this. Oh, here we go. This is it. The Hunter is the good chapter 10. So now we're going to do what we always do. This will be our good save. And we're going to load. What did we say? Chapter 6, right? And then go and get everything wrong. I'm pretty sure this won't work either, but... Alright. We're gonna... I'm pretty sure we moved, because I think we helped them. Oh wait. Okay. I'm trying to... Okay, there we go. Oh, I didn't do anything. I'm still not mad. Okay. I'd move instinctively. There's like so many tiny dialogue changes. It's kind of cool. Okay, then we skip. Skip. Oh god. Didn't I let him? Yeah, we got the... Because I did this wrong last time. Oh, damn. Okay, there we go. Tell me what I must do. Okay. Well, yeah, obviously. Oh, never mind. We can skip. Skip. Oh. Skip. Okay. I could probably use the other one, because it doesn't particularly matter, but whatever, oh, nope, okay. Oh, I can't fast forward through this, too. She'll be so proud of me! Can we just does fast forward get me to the next choice? I forget. We're just gonna do it like this. Probably leave it. Yeah, because... Removes curse. Yeah, okay. Oh, that was when he kissed me. Remember that shit? It's kind of hot, though. But consent, everyone. Remove his curse. And stay silent. Thank you. This is really helpful. We're getting through this fast now. I appreciate you. Oh, Mom! God. We're gonna stay silent. That one's hot. Probably you're not supposed to be here. I'm gonna assume. And whenever I see it go away, that means I picked the right one, because I was very good on this route. Was everyone surprised by how freaking awesome I was at picking the right answers? Reason with her. Segue. You're not supposed to be here, reason with her. Right? Yeah, I get it. You're mad. You're mad. And then ... Alright, great. Follow Waltz. Oh wow, I just like actually didn't tell her what happened if I do that. Okay, well, I do admit it's my fault at some point. I thought she was just, like, never gonna admit that if I don't do it like this. Oh, here comes Varg. Follow Waltz. Wow, wait, this is gonna be completely different. I kind of want to see what happens. Okay, it's just we have to go back. I was like, they wouldn't just, like... Over here, you dog. Oh shit, this is terrible. I really hate that damn stick. Wow, that was literally, like, completely different. That's kind of cool, actually. Dining hall. Yeah, what an idiot. Looking for this. Oh shit, she has it. If you go to the wrong place. That's crazy. How do I get, yeah, I need to get it from her. And then I'm gonna run. Ow! I crashed into a force field. How do I get the box? Yeah, wait, I wanna... Yeah, right? It kind of like a VLR Finals. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Okay, we've seen this before. Okay, is it gonna... It's gonna stop when I get to new dialogue, so it should stop when we get to chapter 10. Okay, here we go. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf is the bad ending. Oh boy, is everyone ready? Here we go. Everyone buckle up. This is definitely gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Though I tried my best to convince him that I needed everyone outside distracting Mother, Waltz insists on coming with me instead. Waltz really should be helping everyone distract Mother. Though I admit, I am glad he's here with me, because he's hot. I mean, what? Nothing. He's not in his room. Where are we looking for the king next? The throne room? He should be there. He was always in the throne room whenever Mother left the palace. Looks like he isn't here either. Is there anywhere else he could be? If I was Mother and I had to leave the palace to deal with enemies and I had something I wanted kept safe, I would keep it in a secret chamber somewhere no one would suspect. And that would be the tunnels. Let's go. Oh god, we're gonna wander around here for an hour. We're almost there. Thankfully, the door to the Tenebrarum chamber comes into view as we turn the last corner. I push the doors open and look inside. The king sits on a chair, his eyes devoid of any emotion. He's here. Is this what he's been like? Ever since Mother returned. His eyes are so empty. Do you know how to break the enchantment on him? Waltz leans forward to inspect the king's face. This is a high-level magic cast by Lady Hilda herself. This is not something I can break, unfortunately. It's something the king will have to break out of on his own. Not yet. Well, would you look at what the cat dragged in? Hi, darling. I don't know why we didn't think you'd be down here. Varg? I look closely at Varg and notice that his usual cockiness and mirth are gone, replaced with something that looks like melancholy. He looks like he's in pain. You shouldn't have come here. He stares at us blankly. Waltz moves to stand in front of me, barring me from Varg and the king. If I had my way, I wouldn't hurt her, but that's not how this works. What are you talking about? Varg turns his gaze on me and does not look away as he speaks. I am the big bad wolf. I was made to devour Little Red Riding Hood here, not fall for her. Oh, Varg loves me? Oh my god. What? Varg laughs, but it's a dry, humorless laugh. Varg makes you think of Akos. I get that. You know, it's probably why I like him so much. I think Akos is hot as fuck. You look surprised. Is it really so hard to believe that I have the ability to love someone? I don't know. Waltz's voice is quiet when he addresses me. He keeps his eyes trained on Varg. Get the king and get out. I'll be right behind you. No, I'm not leaving you. No one's leaving anybody anywhere. Varg sighs. I cannot fully see his eyes, yet I can see the resignation in them. I have orders to keep you here. Strict orders. The queen wants to see her daughter after she's done with your... friends? When did we become the love interest? Varg loves us? What is this, a dating sim? I don't know, guys. As for her wayward apprentice, well, I was told you could be dead or alive. If you think I'm letting Diana stay... Your opinion doesn't really matter. I'm sorry about this, princess. Oh shit. I'm suddenly shoved to one side. I land heavily on the floor, my head thudding hard against the wall behind me. Diana? Waltz turns toward me, but before he can move, he's blown back past Varg and the king. He crashes to the wall on the opposite side of the chamber. Waltz? The element of surprise is so delightful. Mithras? What did you do? I glance once more at Waltz, but he's not moving. I struggle to my feet. You're not going anywhere. Before I can track his movements, Varg's already at my back. He pulls my arms behind me so fast I have no way of resisting him. I can do nothing but watch as Mithras advances on Waltz. Stop fighting, princess. I can feel his warm breath brush my ear as I fidget. Ooh. I don't want to hurt you. You already have. I turn my attention away from Varg and glance back at Mithras, who's still slowly walking toward Waltz, his expression tight with anger. You were always the favorite, always the precious little student. And then you betrayed her. For what? Our queen would have given you the world, yet you took her trust and threw it into the mud. But let me enlighten you. You're not needed anymore, Waltz. I cannot let this happen. Adiuva! Varg's grip on me tightens. I can hear the disappointment in his voice when he speaks. It won't work this time, princess. My heart plunges to my stomach. After you and the fairy left, what do you think the queen did, What are you talking about? She wasn't pleased with your little knight's disobedience, and at that point, well, it didn't take much. What did she do to Fritz? A little push. Just like that, and Fritz just disappeared. Gone. Gone? Repeat the word hollowly, letting it sink into my mind and my heart. It's like he was never here. All you have now is me. Oh no! What am I gonna do? My knees give out and I sink to the floor. I can no longer feel Varg's grip on me. I can no longer feel the dirt beneath my knees. I'm losing everyone. I'm losing all of them, one by one. Why did I think I could help? Why did I think I could do this? This is all my fault. I crane my neck upward to stare at Mithras and Waltz. The queen has me now, Waltz, and I've been training. I'm better, I'm stronger, and I will deliver your head to my queen. I'm paralyzed in Varg's arms, unable to move or speak as Mithras moves close enough to deliver a magical blow to Waltz. The room suddenly filled with dust that spirals out from the center. I blink back tears as it stings my eyes. When it clears, Waltz is once more standing. He and Mithras are glaring at each other. Waltz? But the sight of Waltz, alive and defiant, is enough to shock my brain back into action. I must save the king. And once Mother's defeated, Fritz might come back. With renewed energy, I begin to once again struggle against Varg. Hey! I wrench myself to the side and have enough leverage to bite down on his hand. He yelps and drops his cane. I'll take that, impudent girl. I look up to see Mithras already turned towards me with an outstretched hand. Light dances down his arm and collects on his fingertips. Oh shit. That's bad. You need to learn obedience. Oh shit. No, Mithras, don't. Diana? I cannot stand idly in place as I always do. I have to move. But even as I lift my feet from the ground, I can see the light's gonna chase me, and it'll come for me no matter how far I run. Diana? At the very last minute, a shape moves in front of me, acting as a shield. I see Varg's back moments before the spell pierces through his body and crumples him to the ground. Oh, shit. Varg! Varg, no! My favorite character! His body collapses to the ground, his mask falling from his face. Why? Why did you save me? Oh, no, he's so hot. Dense to the end. Varg manages a weak laugh, then shakes his head. Even though I was the one who was there with you, it was still him that you wanted. No, Varg, that's not true. I loved you. I loved you just as much. And yet, you would never choose me, would you? Well, I mean, if you ask this dumb bitch in the game, she wouldn't, but I would. You sass me. I love the sass, but you do need to learn the meaning of consent. Like, we can have a talk about that if you live through this. No, you wouldn't, because the big bad wolf doesn't have a happy ever after to begin with. Fading away like this hurts less than having to come to terms with that. Why must our boyfriends always die? Because it's the bad ending, and we have to be sad. I can hear the click of Mithras' shoes on the tile. His voice is filled with amusement. Even Walt seems too shocked to move. I knew there was a reason for your sudden disobedience. I suppose I should have expected this. Dogs always love their mistresses. Varg reaches up to touch my cheek. He smiles as shadows creep up his body. Ah, shit, don't do that. Don't play me like that. Why would you do that? Moments later, it's Fritz lying on the ground, smiling his gentle smile. Then he closes his eyes. He doesn't open them. I know, right, Segway? I got that reference, don't worry. Not moving, not breathing. Gone. Time stops as my mind whirls. Oh no! Did Twitch freak out? Was it just you? Did everyone else see the sad death? Mine says it's fine, but I don't know. I feel my heart slowly beginning to break into shards. Okay, phew. This is all my fault. Oh my god, is that the end? Oh my god, that's the end. Rip. It's gonna turn into bad end, right? Yeah. Oh, look at that wolf. So spooky. It's very scary when you get a bad end. Yay, I got Black Lupin was the achievement. Okay, now we can load and actually get the good ending we were always meant to get. Because I nailed this route. I just want everyone to remember. Segway, of course I got that reference. As if someone isn't LPing it right now and I'm watching everything, because I hate that game. It took a lot to convince everyone that I needed to enter the palace alone. It's the people outside who are fighting Mother that need the greater strength. Bringing any one of them with me would have greatly diminished that strength. I must quickly find the king. Mother always made sure to leave the king in the throne room whenever she left, so it follows that she'd leave them there now. Oh, maybe he'll be in there. It's too quiet in here. I push open the doors and stop in the doorway. The king is sitting on his throne. With a vacant expression fixed to his face, he does not so much as flinch as I step inside. I tentatively make my way to the throne. Your Majesty? He does not speak. His eyes remain fixated in the same place as if he's looking through me. Is he gone forever? Angiel needs you. The king I know would never leave his kingdom to ruin. I'm standing close enough to him that I could reach out and touch him if I wanted to. What do I have to do to save you? Oh, so now you're being nice to him. Oh, shit. I whirl around and place myself in between the king and Varg. All those years, you had the opportunity to reach out to him, but you never did. Wow, okay, friggin' drag me, I guess. So the king had to be missing his soul for you to care about him. What are you doing here, Varg? Someone had to keep an eye on the old man. The queen thought someone might try to take the old man while she was busy. I had a feeling it'd be you who would return. Hey, yeah, it's me. You can't bear the thought of losing someone else, can you? What are you gonna do, then? I'm not leaving without the king. Varg's silent as he makes his way towards me. I'm not entirely sure how I'm gonna stop him, but I will not move. I cannot let him take the king, and I will not succumb to his threats. It's at that moment, just as he's about to reach out to me, that he suddenly drops to his knees and puts a hand to his chest, his expression pained. I don't know, I guess this confrontation could happen here. I feel like a lot of the good endings specifically, have taken place in the throne room. I just need a little more time. What's happening to him? He manages to talk to me through gritted teeth. You shouldn't have come here alone, especially not with the big bad wolf here. It's my job to destroy you, you know. He flashes me a wicked grin, but his expression is shockingly short-lived. It's replaced by a soft smile. But this big bad wolf can't do that. You can't destroy a person you've fallen in love with. Ugh, good. How are you in love with me? Varg looks at me, amused. How? Blame Fritz. This was never meant to happen, but I can't help feelings that were there from the get-go. The queen wasn't pleased with your knight, so she tried to erase him forever. But he hung on. He was pretty sure that if you could be strong, so could he. He looks up at me with such sadness, I actually feel guilt stir within me, and I'm not entirely sure why. I don't think Fritz could ever deserve you. Deserve me? but he's more worthy of you than I'll ever be. I'm nothing more than a moth drawn to your fire. Wow, that's kind of hot, actually. I can only ever be burned by you. Maybe Fritz will have better luck. That was a great line. That was raw. Shadows begin to gather around Varg's feet and start to slowly swirl up the length of his body. Does that mean Fritz is coming back? Ah, yes, a sexy moth. He is a sexy moth. I know that this is the only thing you would ever want from me. Oh no, this is so sad. I just wanted to tell you how I felt. Just that. Gods know that Fritz is incapable. But he is capable of one thing. He's a good hunter. He defeated me fair and square to save Little Red, and now I have no choice but to step aside. Who knew Fritz simping would save the day? I know. Oh, someone's playing a civ. So Fritz has overpowered Varg? Try to miss me, princess. Think about me every now and then. That would be enough. Oh, I will, Varg. I will. Varg, what are you... Goodbye, my princess. Why couldn't they give him a better name than Varg? Like, Varg, I know we say this every single route, but, like, Varg is just such a ridiculous name. Okay, anyway. Sorry. I'm gonna stop talking about it eventually, but Varg is a dumb name. Like, it's silly. He smiles at me, his cocky grin fading into a gentle smile. The shadows cloak him fully, making him little less than a silhouette. No! Varg, no! I keep myself firmly positioned in front of my father. The darkness eventually disappears, and there, standing in the moonlight, is a familiar face. I mean, it's kinda wolfy. Varg? I guess so. Fritz? I'm back! Oh, I'm a little bummed. No, I'm just kidding. I'm happy. I look at him with bleary eyes. I'm sorry for taking so long, princess. I'm running before I even realize my feet are moving. I'm overwhelmed with so many emotions, none of which I can put a name to at this moment. I only know that I'm happy, so happy that Fritz is back. Oh, whoa, she went for it. Are you whoa, we went for it. We won. We won the game. This is endgame. We won. I throw my arms around his neck and kiss him. It looks like he's grabbing my hair. Fritz puts his arm around my waist, pulling me closer. Oh, yes! This is him. This is Fritz's heartbeat, his scent, his warmth. He came back to me. Oh, look at this cute picture. She's so happy. Thoughts whirl through my foggy head. You know, technically I didn't ask his consent. So really I probably should have... I feel like Varg kind of gave me consent, and Varg is Fritz, so like this isn't as bad. I step away from him ever so slightly, suddenly aware of the heat in my cheeks. Wait, did I just kiss Fritz? Oh my god. I cannot bring myself to move away from his grasp, but I suddenly cannot bring myself to look up at him either. Well, why did I just... Fritz's gentle laugh brings me back to my senses. Though it's hard to parse the feelings inside me, I can at least be certain that I love the smile he's giving me right now. Ah, this feels like a dream. Oh, look at he's blushing. It does. And not just because of what happened, but because Fritz is here. Really here. Fritz leans forward to slowly brush a strand of hair away from my face. My heart pounds in my chest at the subtle touch. Once again, my mind's reeling with considerations. Guys, we got shit to do. If the princess says it isn't a dream, then it must be real, because I trust her with all my heart. I thought I lost you for good. I don't flinch away when Fritz pulls me closer, so I'm resting against his chest. Ugh, hot. But how did this happen? Did you overwhelm Varg? Varg erased himself. How is that possible? He's always had that ability, but he's never had any reason to consider using it before. Then why now? Because he cared for you. Oh, Varg, no! My love for you is so strong it must have affected him too. Maybe he fell in love with me independently, you don't know. You love me? Varg said the same thing and he blamed Fritz, so is it true? Fritz smiles and I feel his warmth spread inside me like sunlight. Always, Diana. Oh, okay, that's really cute. Well, well, well. This is quite the scandal. Ah, shit. Dude, we were having a moment. Come on. Fritz moves to stand in front of me. Hi. My queen is not going to be pleased. If my curse was so weak that even Sir Fitzgerald could break it, I don't think even I'm safe from her wrath. God, I suck. but I believe her disappointment in me will be second to the disappoint she feels for you. After all, you chose a lowly knight. How dare you? Princess. I stopped short at Fritz's tone. You have an important task, don't you? Oh yeah, my dad. But Mithras, trust me. Fritz releases my hand to pull out his sword, sinking easily into a ready stance. He can do magic, dude. I'll protect you. You think you could possibly prevail over me? Now when you have no cane, no power at all. Dad chose a baker, so who cares? Yeah, I know. But my mom was mad about that. Don't make me laugh. Fritz strikes, his slash quick and clean, taking Mithras by surprise. Fritz manages to cut his sword through his shoulder. Wow, I guess Mithras is just going down like a bitch. Mithras hisses as he clutches his bleeding shoulder. Cut his arm off! The hatred is bright in his eyes. Cut his hands off so he can't do magic. As Fritz rushes Mithras, I run towards the king. You think a mere swordsman can best one of the queen's apprentices? I'd be more wary if I were you, Sir Mithras. I approach the king, who has yet to move from his spot. Dad, did you see me get that sweet kiss? What do I do? How can I possibly move him? I need to wake him up. But how? Your Majesty, I've been selfish. I was always so concerned with my own feelings and my own pain. I reach out a trembling hand and set it atop one of his hands. Now I realize you were trying to help. It may have been lackluster, but you genuinely tried. I've been so unfair to you, just like Mother was. I don't know if words are enough to make up for what I've done, but I am sorry. I'm sorry for being so cruel to you. Please, I need you. I stare hard into my father's eyes, but there's no movement, no recognition. I dip my head in mourning and bite my lips. I try to think of another way to save him. But my thoughts subside when a flash of light permeates my vision. It's only for a moment, but when I look up, I can suddenly see life in my father's eyes. Oh god, I forgot how hot my dad is, too. Damn. We are just a hot family, aren't we? Diana? Your Majesty. I reach out to hug him and he wraps his arms around me. I feel like I've been asleep for a long time. And then I heard your voice. It sounded as if you needed me. Wow, Dad, that's actually like literally what I just said. Got those royal jeans flowing, hell yeah. What has happened? He eyes the motion behind me and raises his eyebrows. He attempts to stand, but his knees shake and buckle. I duck underneath one of his arms to help him back onto the throne. The king stiffens as he glances at the battle ensuing behind me. Sir Mithras and Sir Fitzgerald? What's going on here? Oh, it's a really long story. The king has broken the enchantment? Impossible! I told you not to underestimate her. Well, I think that was kind of my dad, like... Your Majesty, we need to get you out of here. Oh, hi, Mom! How's it going? What's up? What is happening here? Mother suddenly materializes in the center of the room, standing right before Mithras and Fritz, who has the witch at sword point against the front doors. But Mother's not alone. Mother has Parfait in a tight grip, but the moment I call her name, she releases her and Parfait tumbles to the floor. Crimson stains her dress. Oh, shit. Parfait, you're bleeding. Parfait does not move to acknowledge me. Faye would not let go, so I had to bring her with me. I know, right? Segway, he's hot. The king is hot. Not that it matters. What did you do to her? Where are the others? They retreated like cowards, persistent things. I would have killed them had Fate not sacrificed herself. Sorry, Faye. Gotta remember that. I let out a sigh of relief. Oh, they're all okay and alive. You still care so much about those traitors. I cannot underestimate I can't read, is what I can't do. I cannot understand your attachment to them. Mother turns her attention away from me and to the two men who are at a standstill. Mithras, you disappoint me. Ha. Fitzgerald, you disappoint me. Diana, you disappoint me. With a flick of her hand, Fritz is pulled away from Mithras and across the throne room towards me. I move to steady Fritz as he stumbles beside me. What are these feelings? I'm sorry, my queen. I have given you too many chances to prove yourself worthy. You've failed me too many times, Myth. You're of no use to me anymore. But my queen, I've done everything you wanted me to. Please give me one more chance. I can simp harder. I promise. Silence. She's using the Force. She's a Sith Lord. I know, right? Mother's voice is cold and sharp as ice. Leave before I erase you from my sight. Please, my queen. Nope, you didn't leave. Mother cast a spell at Mithras that's all too familiar. It's the same spell she used to kill Delora. Mithras doesn't even have a chance to defend himself as Mother's spell shocks his body. Oh shit, he's dead. Oh, such a pest. I don't even know why I kept that useless fool all these years. I slowly turn to look at Mithras. He's no longer standing, but lays unmoving on the floor. I feel bile rising in my throat. I cannot believe Mother just did that to him. Oh wait, yes I can. How could you take away the man's life so easily, Hildur? How can you be so heartless? Dad, you've been asleep for a long time. Sit down. It's the first time I've ever heard my father speak to Mother that way. Heartless? I am heartless. Humans shattered my heart many years ago when you hunted my kind. You did this to me. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice movement. In moments, Parfait moves to stand before us, blocking us from Mother. Even though her clothes are soaked in blood, she's clearly wounded. Parfait's never looked so regal before. You. Parfait's hands move before resting over her chest where light begins to gather in her hands. In the blink of an eye, a glittering golden crystal appears above her hands. Is that the Lucis? The light the Lucis is emitting is uneven, and as I look closer, I can see that it's cracked. What are you doing? The one thing that can stop you. My heart plummets as I realize what Parfait's gonna do. Parfait, no! If Parfait hears me, she gives no indication. If you do this, you'll die, Faye. You'll die and remove all magic from Angiel forever. Nothing else will stop you, will it? Your hatred for the humans, the corruption from the Tenebrarum, it runs too deep. I see that now. Magic was never meant to be used with malice, Hildur. So long as witches can be corrupted, magic will always pose a threat. I can't allow that to happen. I wanted to change things with Delora, but what gives you the right to decide what to do with magic? I am the Lucis Bearer. I have a responsibility to maintain balance. But I see now, there can be no balance when the crystallum exists. Light begins to gather, first around Parfait's feet and then around her body. I know, right? I mean, I'd segue, I think she was just hoping there was another way, but like, honestly, this was gonna happen the whole time. It slowly begins to make its way towards Mother. In no time at all, the light swarms around their bodies. A white crystal suddenly appears in front of Mother. The Tenebrarum. I won't let you do this, Fate. It's too late for that. The golden light of the Luch— oh, I don't like that noise. Intensifies. I can hear the crystal shattering from the inside out. No! The Tenebrarum breaks soon after, its fragments slowly fading with the bright light. Mother and Parfait's images begin to do the same, despite Mother's struggle. Both they and the crystallum slowly dissipate into the mist. Oh my god, no! I lunge forward, but Fritz's arms are suddenly around my waist, holding me still. Mother snarls as she attempts to escape Parfait, but the light around her creates a thick box she cannot escape from. You would die for the humans? The humans that have hunted my kind because of their fairy tales? No. I'm dying for you, Hildur, so that for once I might save you from yourself. Mother chokes out a laugh. You are a fool, Faye. It's like Kotake and Kome. Oh my god, yeah, they just go to heaven. Except this is much nicer. Perhaps I am, but at least I'll die with hope in my heart. Mother turns to look at me in the blinding light. Her face concentration never wavers as she turns to settle her eyes on me as well. Mother's face is fading in the glow, but her voice is clear. I truly did love you, Diana. Everything I have done, everything I did out of love. Her face smiles at me gently. It's a silent goodbye. And they're gone. There's a brief burst of light, and for a few moments I'm blinded. And everyone died. The end. When my vision returns, I see Fritz first. He is staring where Parfait and Mother had been only moments ago. On the floor where they stood moments ago, there's now only dust. Well, everyone is dead. Oh, good, we're in the forest. With the loss of the crystallum, magic vanished from Angiel. All the fairy tale curses broke simultaneously, and all witches and fairies lost their power. As soon as it disappeared, I turned to an education centered around Angiel rather than— the knowledge of Angiel rather than magic. I decided back then I would do anything to help Angiel and its people, and I needed to start first by educating myself. I'd started to follow my Wow, really? I started to follow my father— jeez, no magic run— on his trips around the kingdom. I'd even started to accompany Emmeline on all her trips outside the palace. Fritz has remained by my side for the past month. He comes with me every day I visit the graves. Carefully, so as not to disturb the flowers Jurian had left earlier, I lean down to place my lilies by each gravestone. Garland, Delora, Parfait, and the last is always the hardest. With a deep breath, I walk up to the fourth gravestone. I stare at it for a long time before I finally set a lily down. Mother. Fritz and I stand there in silence as we grieve for the lives lost that day. I look up into the sky and smile as I stare at the warm rays of the sun. I shift my gaze at Fritz, who smiles at me. He's never left my side since that day. Fritz has already told me that he loves me, but I have yet to tell him my own feeling. God, how long has it been? What a bitch! What about Varg's grave? I know, well, Varg is... he's not dead. Probably comes out in the bedroom. I mean, what? Nothing. Fritz? Yes? I didn't have the chance to, like, I don't know, ask this before, but how can you possibly love me? I am the actual worst. I've been so horrible, not just to you, but to everyone around me. Fritz's expression softens. He gently tilts my chin upwards, so I have to look at him as he speaks. For as long as I've known you, you've had to deal with things no one should have to go through. You were forced to live in the Queen's shadow because others refused to see past your relationship to her. You've been alone for so long, and I could see how much you were hurting. But despite all that pain, you remained strong. You've always been strong. From the beginning, all I've wanted to be was someone you could rely on, someone you could trust, someone who would always be there for you. I must have trusted him from the beginning, too. Fritz was the only one I allowed to get close to me. I don't look away from him, but instead I stare back into his eyes with conviction. I know I may not have shown it, but I did trust you. I've always been able to tell. You wear your heart on your sleeve. I do not! Fritz laughs, and the slight cockiness of his smile reminds me a little bit of Varg, someone else. Woo! See, it's fine, guys, it's fine. He's still here. It's been years since he became my responsibility. Once I learned your tells, he became an open book. He surprises me by putting his forehead to mine. The feeling of him so close is comforting. I love the way you're so careful with whatever you consider precious. I love how your eyes light up when you eat a good pastry. I love whenever you rely on me. I bite down on my lip as I blink back tears. No one has ever had that kind of faith in me. Before I knew it, you'd made a spot for yourself in my heart. Romance by the graves. I know, this is happening in a graveyard, everyone. Don't make it weird, but it's happening in front of my dead mom. And I began to want to hope that one day I could be as dear to you as you are to me. I stare up at Fritz, the tears pooling in my eyes. He wipes away a tear before it can roll down my cheek. I've never felt so cherished before. Oh, this is actually really cute, though. I do not step away when he leans forward to plant a kiss on my forehead. Aww! This is really cute! I hold up my hand and Fritz comes to my side. Wasn't he already there? He did just kiss me on the forehead. I feel the warmth of his fingers and smile. When things begin to overwhelm me, he never fails to calm me. All our dead friends be like, get it! I grip his hand more tightly. Diana? I love you. You know that, right? That's exactly how I tell Michael I love him. I've known for a while, but it's nice to hear it all the same. Then I'll say it for as long as you want me to. They're force ghosting, it's fine. No! We're gonna see. And my mom is like, Anakin. My mom is Anakin's force ghost in this situation. I'll say it for as long as you want me to. For the rest of our lives, then? A princess and her knight, huh? Does that matter? No, it doesn't. Even if there was such a rule, I'd abolish it once I became queen. Fritz starts to laugh. As always, his laughter is full of so much joy it lifts my heart. I want to hear it for the rest of my life. And maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to. Aww. That one was cute. Okay, that was a nice epilogue. That may be my... I don't know. I don't really remember all the epilogues too well. But that one was very nice. We did it. Now we only have one route left, guys. Is that crazy? Oh, look at him. He is cute. He's very cute. After all the dead, we did get the boy. We did. Why did I think his was gonna be, like... Oh, remember that shit? Damn, I do. Because we've had Little Mermaid, we've had Beauty and the Beast, and we've had Rumpelstiltskin, and now we've had Red Riding Hood. Oh, remember that? I remember that. For some reason, when I thought of Fritz, and I don't know why, oh my god, thank you for showing so much Varg. So big. Hell yeah. That one, okay, that one less. We don't talk about that one. For some reason I thought Fritz was gonna be, like, something with, like, Alice in Wonderland. Like, he reminded me of, like, White Rabbit, which could be because I'm thinking of Dandelion, because he kind of reminds me of, not Jian, not Jiwoo, not Jisoo, Jihei? I think so. Wondering if Waltz is gonna be the golden route. Waltz is gonna be, like, the plot route, like the 7 route in, Mystic Messenger, probably. I really, shout out to that person that named themselves, I hope this is alphabetical, and that made me laugh. That makes me laugh every time I see the credits. Shout out to that Kickstarter backer, I love you. It's a ride? Yeah, I believe it. I mean, based on the quality of the writing we've seen so far, like, I can imagine the plot route is gonna be crazy. So we've got, like, 3 streams of this left, and then I'm gonna have to find another dating sim. So I guess it's time to start soliciting suggestions. You know what I do have that I haven't played yet? Speaking of Dandelion, I have the other Chariots game. I think it's called Nameless. And I had always intended to play it on the channel on YouTube, and I just never got around to it. So that's definitely an option, because I do own that. 100%ing Monster Prom. I want to make Michael play Monster Prom with me. I feel like we're gonna go after the same person. Like, I'm joking, don't. No, I'm never gonna 100% that. That would be crazy. But I might play a few more games of it. I have been thinking about it, actually, lately. While we're talking, I will go to the gallery and look at these freaking beautiful. Look, have we almost got all these now? Oh, we do! Look, we have all the dreams this time. Oh, wait. Well, that's just a reminder of what we're doing next time. Hell yeah. Look at these. These are so nice. Oh, this one was so cute. This one's hot. Let's be real. For Monster Prom endings? Okay, I'll think about it. I'm definitely considering... Yeah, put, like, if you can, like, link them, maybe, in, like, the suggestions box in the Discord. I'd love that. Okay, this might be my favorite CG that we've, like, seen so far, like, ever. This is a good CG. This is good. We love this. Maybe I just like him because his mask reminds me of Akechi's a little bit. Except less silly. Like, maybe that's a thing. Oh, that's sad. I don't like that one. Oh, look at this. This one's so cute. So cute. And then we have this one. I really like this one. I'm gonna look through the other ones, just to remember. Oh, well, I mean, nothing's gonna beat this one. I lied. This is my favorite. Hell yeah. Let's see. Like, this one's also really cute, because she looks so happy. But, nothing's gonna beat that Karma one. And then, didn't Rod's epilogue, like, get weird? Although her dress is really cute in this one. I did like that. Anyway. Oh, we haven't gotten all of the miscellaneous ones yet either. Oh, look at my mom. Damn. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for now. Do we have any raid messages? I do have to kind of get going fast because I haven't eaten food yet, and I want to eat food. I'm happy people enjoy this. I feel like, you know, I've branched out from dating sims, but it's always gonna be just part of my brand. No matter what happens. Dating sims are part of my brand, and I do want to give them the love that they deserve. The wolf lives on, that's pretty good. Because Varg is definitely still happening. I need to pull up, like, people that are streaming would probably be helpful. Let's see. Who is live? Why does my chat box still look so weird? I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. Let's absolutely raid Twy. Twy is streaming. We absolutely need to raid him. He's been going for a little bit though, so hopefully he's not almost done. Okay. Hopefully I'll be back tomorrow for some chill, just like Final Fantasy. It's basically probably just gonna be a chatting stream, like hanging out. So, stop by if you'd like, if you're into that kind of thing. And, cool. So, we'll do this, and then I'll send you over to King 432. Perfect. Okay, good night, guys. See you later.